All right, David, we know that the Gators hit the field about a week ago, and we know that we're not going to get a whole lot of information out of spring practice, and we've got no spring game. They'll obviously have their scrimmages in the meantime that will be much like what we see in a typical spring game, but it'll be, again, difficult getting information. We'll get some stats and so forth. But for you, let's go offense, defense. It's a big spring for fill in the player, both sides of the ball.
The player. Let's go. I won't go obvious. I won't go Emory Jones there. So I mean, I'd say that's the obvious way to go. But we've discussed and talked enough about that. I'll say Demarkcus Bowman, the 5-star transfer from Clemson. I think we're still waiting for clearance if he's going to get play this season. The thought is he will. But it's still a big spring for him to kind of just insert himself, and I think along with the other running backs as well. I think I've heard minor knee injury. Maybe it's not taking full part in the last couple practices, but before that, Mark was living up to that 5-star billing. Yes, the second team and third team, where he should start. He wasn't on the team. Got to earn your way. Got to earn your reps. And but early returns were that he was doing exactly that there. But so as the spring progresses, as he gets back, bounces back from a little maybe minor injury, go back there and insert himself. And when the spring is over, can he be that number one running back? And all the talk for quarterbacks for Dan Mullen, look at running backs. He's never had a running back like this. From his offensive coordinator days at Florida, from his days at Mississippi State, he's never had a running back like this. He's always been a more of a, even his time at Florida the recent couple of years, a more running back by committee approach for Dan Mullen. Now he's got a running back with the skill set of this. Does he finally transfer that to maybe more of a workhorse type of running back? Get your 5-star, your big-time playmaker, 20 carries a game, something he doesn't really like to do with his running backs. I think can Demarkcus Bowman this spring prove to be that type of running back to demand, not go out there and tell the coaches I want 20 carries a game, but his play demands 20 carries a game because he'll bust 5-6 plays a game. So I think that's the big thing for the Florida run game. For the defense, I'll go probably, not to put any pressure on him, but probably 5-star cornerback, freshman early enrollee, Jason Marshall. Florida's got to find a cornerback that they can really have a lot of confidence in opposite of Kyrie Elam. And Kyrie Elam's going to be an all-SEC cornerback going into this year. But, Florida's got to find another cornerback on the other side opposite of him they can have some confidence in. And, Florida's got to shake that miscommunication, not being set at the snap, all the miscommunication, not being ready in the secondary more so than any other position. That's where they look lost the most. And I think in order to get some confidence back on that side of the ball, they need to find a cornerback opposite Kyrie Elam. Looks like Jason Marshall, the 5-star cornerback early enrollee, will get every chance there, along with Jaden Hill. I think Florida, if they can find themselves 3 cornerbacks there to really count on and rotate those guys in, that'll do a long way and kind of coming back around to a defense that maybe would consider themselves DBU, because we couldn't say that last year.
We talk Gators football with David Waters on a regular basis, pretty much every week, all the time, even going back years and years and years. We used to host a show every week, SEC Breakdown. So, David, I think it's been a long time since I tapped you for this one. College football playoff, are you an 8-team guy?
Nope, I'm a 4-team guy.
You're a 4-team guy. Why?
I'm a 4-team guy.
Why?
I like to say I'm a 4-team. I'm a college football elitist, Mark. I guess what some people would say it. I'm more for exclusion, not inclusion. I just think the more we get it looking like the NFL, well, why does college football have to look like the NFL? It does not have to be that way. I mean, college football was built on the regular season mattering. Every game out there matters. And in some way, it still will, even with 8 teams. But I think you just kind of get away from the magic of living and dying with every play in the regular season. And you can sit there and say now, well, if you lose a game, back in the day, you could kind of say it too, but not really. You lived and died with every play. But if you lose a game now, it's just like, okay, well, we're still going to win the conference championship. Okay, well, in the SEC, more than likely, You win the conference championship, you're definitely in. If you're in the conference championship game, if you got 8 teams, you're probably in as well. The SEC championship game will mean absolutely nothing with an 18 playoff. Nothing. The SEC championship game might as well just go away.
All right, David. We've got a date coming up where I'm going to make you listen to my proposal for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to nail you down. You're going to have to listen to it.
If it goes 8 teams, things will have to change. Like college football in its current form can't stay the same. Like conference championship games probably need to go away.
What if a loss means the difference between not you missing the playoffs if you're in Alabama, and there's only a couple of those, and they might be the only one that's like, okay, forget the Iron Bowl. Who cares? Let's lose, whatever. But if it's the difference between hosting a first-round playoff game and having to go to, I don't know, Madison, Wisconsin in mid-December, Nick Saban might coach that game a little bit different.
Yeah,
that might not be an enjoyable trip to make for Alabama or Florida, going up to Ann Arbor or Seattle, Washington, or wherever in mid-December.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to it. I think we'd get some great matchups that we wouldn't otherwise get. It's just I've always been the thing of I like the fact of college football of having a great season and not getting hot at the right moment. That part of the NFL, the Giants beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That whole season, the Patriots were better. And I have liked the college football angle of you get rewarded for having a great season, not a great last 5 weeks of the season. I do like that part of it. I do say the champion had a great season. They really had a great season, not just a great late season performance. So I think there's 2 ways to look at it. You go 8 teams, you definitely earned it. I mean, the schedule will be tough enough. You've definitely earned a national championship. There's just I don't know. I lean towards 4 more. Mark, probably if it was up to me, I'd say let's go back to the BCS, but that's probably another conversation as well.
Oh, man, you're hurting me, Dave. I don't think there's anything that comes out of your mouth that I don't agree with until we went this direction. Oh, my goodness. Good stuff with David Waters from Gators Breakdown, and David is going to have to come back, and he's going to listen to my college football playoff formula. I'm going to make
Sounds
it.
Good.
All right, David.
We should do it. I'll just we'll do it that way, and I'll just we'll have live feedback as we go through it.
Absolutely, that would be awesome. You know, you're welcome anytime.
All right, Mark.
David Waters, Gators Breakdown. He's the best. Join him, Gators Breakdown. You got to lock it in right there. Awesome stuff. 860, and I was about to read my own phone number, 499 and 3332 499 3332. There it is. Give me a call. Let's talk some college football. The Rod Farva on the line. I can see him on the live chat breaking it down. 8 teams, no buys. He's got it down. First round games on campus. Very nice. Well done.